If you're over 60 and believe that building muscle is only possible with expensive powders, premium cuts of meat, or overpriced supplement tubs, I have some eye-opening news that could save you hundreds of dollars while giving you even better results. Let's face it, muscle loss after 60 is real. In fact, starting in your 50s, you begin to lose 1–2% of your muscle mass every single year. By the time you're 80, you could be down 30% of your strength. That's not just the number, it's the difference between living independently and needing help for everyday tasks. Meanwhile, the price of protein-rich foods has shot through the roof. Protein powders cost a fortune. Specialty shakes? Overhyped. And those lean meats recommended by fitness magazines? Not always in the senior budget. But here's the shocking truth that the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. There are 7 foods, each under $3 per serving, that are not only rich in high-quality muscle-building protein, but actually work better for aging muscles than most of these pricey store-bought options. Yes, better results. For less money. The fitness world wants you to believe you need to spend $200 a month on flashy powders, steak dinners, or protein bars with labels you can't even pronounce. But that's not the full story, because tucked away in your local grocery store, often overlooked and collecting dust, are humble, affordable foods that deliver powerful, science-backed protein your body can actually use. And here's what's more. For the last 3 years, I've been studying this in real time, observing seniors with similar incomes, similar health conditions, and similar lifestyles. Yet, some of them remain strong and mobile well into their 80s, while others become frail, tired, and dependent. What made the difference shocked me, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. So if you've ever felt discouraged by your grocery bill or overwhelmed by expensive muscle supplements, know this: building strength after 60 is possible, and it doesn't have to cost a fortune. Now, I want to be very clear about something up front. This video isn't about shortcuts, gimmicks, or trendy diets. It's not about chasing fads or pushing miracle powders that promise instant results and never deliver. This is about science-backed nutrition for real seniors with real concerns like saving money, regaining strength, and staying independent. At Trusted Senior Health, we've spent years researching and consulting with nutritionists, geriatric fitness experts, and physicians to understand one powerful question. Why do some seniors stay strong, mobile, and full of energy deep into their 70s and 80s, while others lose strength rapidly, despite eating well or even spending more on food and supplements? And here's what we discovered. It's not always about eating more protein. It's about eating the right kind of protein, highly absorbable, affordable, and suited specifically for aging muscles. This video is the result of 3 years of careful observation and investigation. We tracked real seniors, people living on modest budgets, in all sorts of situations. And some of them, even with tight grocery bills and no access to expensive health clubs, managed to keep their muscle strength, mobility, and balance intact, while others became weaker and more dependent. The difference wasn't expensive supplements. It wasn't even how much protein they were getting. It was which proteins they were eating and how those proteins worked inside their bodies as they aged. See, many seniors don't realize this, but aging muscles respond differently to protein than younger ones. You need proteins that are easier to digest, rich in the right amino acids, and supported by nutrients that fight inflammation and help preserve lean muscle. That's what today's video is all about. We're not here to sell you anything. We're here to equip you with knowledge, practical, affordable, and life-changing knowledge. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 7 budget-friendly foods you can add to your diet to build strength safely and effectively starting right now. This is part of our mission, to give older adults the tools they need to live with confidence, energy, and independence well into their later years, because it's never too late to feel strong again. Before we dive into these powerful foods, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? Whether you're in a small town, a big city, or somewhere in between, I'd love to know where this message is reaching you. And if this topic resonates with you, if you've been worried about muscle loss, feeling weaker lately, or struggling with the high cost of healthy eating, go ahead and type yes in the comments. That one small word lets us know we're creating the right content for people who need it most. Also, if you ever have a question about diet, joint pain, exercise, or anything related to senior health, drop it below in the comments. We read every single one, and your question might even become the topic of a future video. And one last thing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on that little bell icon. That way, you won't miss out on our weekly evidence-based tips that are helping thousands of older adults take control of their health without spending a fortune. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 7 incredibly affordable science-backed foods that can help you build and preserve muscle even after 60. These aren't trendy items or expensive powders. They're everyday foods you can find at almost any local store, often tucked away on shelves where nobody's looking. Each food on this list has been chosen not just for its high protein content, but for how well it works with aging muscles, which, as you'll see, need more than just protein. They need the right type of protein in the right form, combined with nutrients that support digestion, fight inflammation, and enhance nutrient absorption. And here's the best part. Every single food I'm about to share costs less than $3 per serving. Some of them are under 50 cents, yet they deliver more usable muscle-building protein than supplements that cost 20 times as much. We're going to count them down from useful to absolutely essential, and I'll explain the real science behind each one, including how much protein you get per serving. What makes that protein more bioavailable for older adults? The specific nutrients that support recovery, strength, and balance, and the easiest, most delicious ways to prepare them at home. If you've ever wondered, what should I actually be eating to stay strong in my 60s, 70s, or 80s? This is your answer. If you're tired of wasting money on foods that don't work, this will help you shop smarter. And if you stick with me until the end, you'll learn which budget-friendly food ranks at number 1 in Watio. It delivers more practical muscle-building power per dollar than anything else on the shelf. Spoiler, it's probably already sitting in your pantry, or should be. All right, let's get started with number 7 on the list. Number 7, canned sardines. Let's start with a small but mighty powerhouse, canned sardines. Now, I know, just hearing the word sardines might make some people wrinkle their nose. But don't let their size or smell fool you. For seniors over 60, especially those trying to maintain or rebuild muscle, sardines are one of the most nutrient-dense, affordable protein sources available. Just one can of sardines gives you 23 grams of high-quality, complete protein, all for about $1.25. That's the same protein content you get in a $6 salmon fillet. But what makes sardines really special isn't just the protein, it's the amino acid profile and omega-3 content. Sardines contain all 9 essential amino acids, which means your body can immediately use them to rebuild and repair muscle tissue. That's especially critical as we age, because older muscles become less efficient at processing incomplete proteins. Even more powerful, omega-3 fatty acids. As we get older, chronic low-grade inflammation becomes one of the biggest drivers of muscle loss. Omega-3 acids help calm this inflammation, protect muscle fibers, and slow down the muscle-wasting process that accelerates with age. In fact, a major study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate small, oily fish like sardines twice a week over 3 years retained significantly more muscle, grip strength, and walking speed than those who didn't. And here's a bonus. Sardines have soft, edible bones that are packed with calcium, supporting not only your muscles, but also your bone strength, which is crucial for fall prevention. Convenience matters, too. Sardines don't need cooking, refrigeration, or prep. They have a long shelf life and can be eaten straight from the can, making them perfect for seniors who live alone or want something quick and nourishing. How to eat them? Try mashing sardines into avocado toast, mixing them into pasta salad, blending into Caesar dressing, or even folding into scrambled eggs. Add a little lemon, mustard, or hot sauce if you're sensitive to the flavor. Even 1 can per week provides a major boost to your protein intake, bone health, and inflammation defense without breaking the bank. Number 6, cottage cheese. Next up is a classic that many people overlook, cottage cheese. It might remind you of your parents' fridge from the 1950s, but let me tell you, this stuff is a muscle-building gem, especially for older adults. 1 cup gives you 24 grams of protein, and a 16-ounce container costs just $2.50. What makes cottage cheese unique is the type of protein it contains, casein. This slow-digesting protein provides your muscles with a steady stream of amino acids over several hours, perfect for aging muscles that can't absorb protein in large bursts like younger bodies can. Scientists call this issue anabolic resistance. Basically, your muscles don't respond to protein as well as they used to. Casein helps overcome that by keeping amino acid levels steady in your bloodstream, giving your muscles more time to soak them up. In fact, a study from McMaster University showed that older adults who consumed casein before bed had greater gains in muscle strength and mass, even without intense workouts, because the body repairs muscle overnight. Casein supports that natural nighttime healing. Cottage cheese is also loaded with calcium, supports bone density, and often includes B vitamins, which aid in energy metabolism and recovery. What's the best way to eat it? You can enjoy cottage cheese plain, stir in fruit or cinnamon for sweetness, use it in smoothies, or mix with herbs and veggies for a savory option. Some seniors even swap it for ricotta and lasagna to boost protein in familiar meals. Important tip, choose full-fat cottage cheese. The fat helps your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin D, which plays a critical role in both muscle and nerve function. Bottom line, cottage cheese is cheap, versatile, packed with slow-release protein, and especially powerful for seniors who want strength without digestive strain. Number 5, lentils. Coming in at number 5 are lentils, one of the most affordable, underappreciated superfoods on the planet. Lentils provide 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, and a 1-pound bag costs around $1.50, giving you about 8 servings. That's less than 20 cents per serving. Now, lentils might not be a complete protein on their own, but they're rich in leucine, the key amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis, the actual process your body uses to grow and repair muscle. Even better, lentils are a nutritional multi-tool, iron, which helps carry oxygen to muscles and fight fatigue. B vitamins, which support energy and muscle function. Magnesium and potassium, vital for muscle contraction and heart health. And fiber, which improves digestion and nutrient absorption. Many seniors experience what's called subclinical iron deficiency, not enough to show up on a blood test, but enough to cause weakness, low stamina, and sluggish recovery. Lentils help fill that gap naturally. A long-term study in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who ate legumes like lentils regularly had better muscle mass, stronger grip strength, and improved mobility, even more so than those who ate more animal protein. How to enjoy them? Lentils are incredibly easy to prepare, no soaking required. Red lentils cook in under 20 minutes and are great for soups and curries. Brown and green lentils hold their shape and work well in salads or side dishes. Cook them with anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric, garlic, or ginger for even more benefits. For seniors who want to cut down on meat but still build muscle, lentils are a top-tier plant-based solution. Number 4, canned tuna. Next on the list is a shelf-stable protein that's been helping families for decades, canned tuna. Just one 3-ounce serving offers 22 grams of complete protein for about $1 per can. That's less than 5 cents per gram of protein. What sets tuna apart is its protein quality and absorption rate. According to the University of Arkansas, seniors absorb and utilize fish protein better than many other sources. Even over age 70, absorption rates remain high. Tuna is also naturally low in fat and calories, making it perfect for seniors who want to gain lean muscle without adding excess body fat, which, by the way, can actually interfere with hormone balance and increase inflammation. How to eat it? Tuna is endlessly flexible. Mix it with plain Greek yogurt and herbs for a healthy tuna salad, stir into whole grain pasta, or combine with eggs to make patties. Choose tuna packed in water to control calories and mercury levels. If you're concerned about mercury, stick with light tuna, which has lower mercury than albacore. Plus, with a long shelf life, it's easy to stock up when it's on sale, perfect for meal prepping and emergency snacks. Number 3, whole eggs. Now, let's talk about one of the most misunderstood but powerful foods for muscle building: whole eggs. A single egg costs around 20 cents and provides 6 grams of complete, highly bioavailable protein. A dozen costs about $2.50, giving you 72 grams of premium protein. Eggs have the highest biological value of any whole food, meaning your body can use nearly all the protein inside an egg, especially crucial for seniors whose digestion and absorption may have slowed down. But here's what most people don't realize. Half the protein and nearly all the leucine, vitamin D, and choline is found in the yolk, not the white. A study from the University of Illinois showed that seniors who ate whole eggs after exercise saw 40% more muscle growth than those who ate egg whites alone. Why? The nutrients in the yolk boost protein absorption from the whites, creating a synergistic effect. Eggs are also one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, which directly impacts muscle strength, balance, and immune function. How to eat them? Scrambled with vegetables, poached over toast, boiled for snacks, or baked into frittatas, eggs are versatile, easy to cook, and pair well with just about anything. And don't worry about cholesterol. For most people, moderate egg consumption doesn't raise heart disease risk, especially when the rest of your diet is balanced and full of fiber-rich foods. Bottom line, whole eggs are a nutritional powerhouse, perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and at just a few cents each, they're one of the most efficient protein sources for seniors. Number 2, Greek yogurt. Number 2 on the list is creamy, rich, and quietly powerful, plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. 1 cup contains 20 grams of protein, and a 32-ounce tub costs around $5, offering 160 grams of protein total. That's just 3 cents per gram, making it one of the best value proteins on this list. Greek yogurt is special because it contains both fast and slow-digesting proteins, whey and casein. This dual delivery system gives you a rapid boost of amino acids while also feeding your muscles for hours afterward. Even more impressive, the probiotics in Greek yogurt help maintain gut health, which is now known to be a key factor in muscle retention. A healthy gut boosts nutrient absorption, reduces inflammation, and helps you get more value out of every bite you eat. A 12-week study at Tufts University found that seniors who ate Greek yogurt daily had better leg strength, walking speed, and muscle tone than those who ate regular yogurt or none at all. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium, vitamin B12, potassium, and phosphorus, all of which support muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and bone strength. How to use it? Add to smoothies, eat with berries and nuts, use as a base for dips and sauces, or substitute for sour cream in recipes. Just be sure to choose plain, full-fat versions, no added sugars, and better nutrient absorption. Greek yogurt is convenient, adaptable, and powerful. A true all-day food for maintaining strength and vitality. Number 1, dried beans, the ultimate budget-friendly muscle builder. At the very top of our list, the absolute best bang for your buck food when it comes to building muscle after 60 is none other than the humble, often overlooked, dried beans. They may not come in flashy packaging or carry a superfood label, but when it comes to affordability, protein density, nutritional value, and real-world results, dried beans are unmatched. Let's break it down. Each cooked cup of dried beans contains about 15 grams of plant-based protein. A 1-pound bag of dried beans costs around $1.20 and provides 12 full servings, or roughly 180 grams of protein total. Let that sink in. That means you're paying less than 1 cent per gram of protein. That's not just affordable, it's almost unbelievable. But protein content isn't the only reason dried beans take the crown. Why beans work so well for seniors. As we get older, our muscles require more than just protein to stay strong. They also need fiber, complex carbohydrates, and anti-inflammatory nutrients to truly thrive. And beans deliver all of the above in a single budget-friendly package. Complex carbs give you long-lasting energy and prevent muscle fatigue. Fiber supports gut health, which enhances nutrient absorption and reduces inflammation. Potassium and magnesium help regulate muscle contraction, prevent cramps, and support heart health. Iron helps deliver oxygen to muscles, essential for endurance and recovery. And here's something especially important for seniors. Beans are rich in polyphenols, which are natural anti-inflammatory compounds. As you age, even low-level inflammation can silently chip away at your muscle mass. But by eating beans regularly, you help your body create a more favorable internal environment for muscle retention and repair. According to a groundbreaking 5-year study published in the Journal of Nutrition, seniors who ate beans 4 or more times per week maintained significantly better muscle mass and strength, had lower inflammatory markers, experienced fewer falls and fractures, were less likely to be hospitalized, and stayed independent longer. That's not a theory, that's real-world evidence. But what about incomplete proteins? It's true, beans don't contain all 9 essential amino acids in the right ratios to be considered a complete protein. But here's the good news. You don't have to eat complete proteins in every meal. As long as you combine beans with grains like brown rice or oats, nuts, or even a small amount of animal protein across your day, your body pieces the amino acids together on its own. This gives you the full benefit without the need for expensive meat or powders. In fact, eating complementary plant proteins throughout the day is now considered just as effective for muscle health as eating animal proteins, and often better for your digestion and wallet. Now, let's talk about practicality. Some people avoid dried beans because they take time to cook, but there are smart workarounds. Use a slow cooker or pressure cooker to prepare a big batch on the weekend. Freeze individual portions in containers for easy use later. Try different varieties to avoid taste fatigue. Black beans for their antioxidant punch. Navy beans for fiber and potassium. Kidney beans for folate and iron. Chickpeas for higher protein per cup. You can mash them for sandwich spreads, toss them into grain bowls or salads, add to soups and stews, or enjoy as a hearty side dish. They absorb flavors beautifully and work with every cuisine, from Mexican to Mediterranean to Asian. Why beans deserve the hash one spot. When you step back and look at the full picture, it becomes clear. No other food delivers so much muscle-building protein, so many senior-friendly nutrients, and so much long-term strength benefit, all at a cost of pennies per serving. In fact, 1 pound of dried beans provides more protein than 9 protein bars for the same price. And unlike supplements or shakes, beans give you iron, fiber, anti-inflammatories, and slow-burning energy to support your entire body. If there's one food every senior should keep stocked in the pantry, it's beans. They're more than just food. They're your secret weapon for staying strong, steady, and self-reliant well into your golden years. Now that we've gone through all 7 powerhouse foods, let's take a moment to reflect on what this really means, because this wasn't just a grocery list. This was a roadmap to reclaiming your strength, not someday, not if you buy this expensive product, but starting today, right in your own kitchen. Too many older adults have been led to believe that muscle loss is just part of getting older, that weakness is inevitable, that energy and mobility are things you have to give up with each passing year. But that's simply not true, because right now, all across the world, there are men and women in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who are proving otherwise, who are building strength, walking with confidence, lifting grandchildren, climbing stairs without fear, and they're doing it not with fancy powders or exclusive diets, but with real food, smart food, affordable food. Foods like beans, eggs, lentils, sardines, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and tuna. These foods are scientifically proven to help preserve and grow muscle, rich in the amino acids aging muscles need. Loaded with nutrients that protect bones, reduce inflammation, and improve digestion. And most importantly, they're accessible to everyone, no matter your budget, your background, or your health history. So, what can you do with this knowledge? Here's your simple action plan. Start with just 2 of the foods in this list this week. It could be something as easy as making a big batch of lentil soup, stirring Greek yogurt into your breakfast, or adding a couple of hard-boiled eggs to your lunch. Build a routine that fits your life. Keep a few cans of tuna or sardines in the cupboard. Use cottage cheese as a protein-packed snack. Cook a pot of beans on Sunday and freeze portions for later. Track how you feel. Are you recovering faster after walks? Feeling steadier on your feet? Less fatigue in your legs? These are the signs that your muscles are responding. And remember, consistency beats perfection. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just pick 1 or 2 of these foods and make them part of your weekly rhythm. In a few weeks, you'll notice the difference, not just in your muscles, but in your energy, your balance, your confidence. Because when you give your body what it truly needs without overspending, you're not just saving money, you're investing in your freedom, your vitality, your independence. And that, my friend, is worth more than any supplement ever sold. If you found this video helpful, even just 1 food that you're excited to try, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. It might seem like a small gesture, but that helps us reach more seniors who are searching for honest, practical health advice just like this. And if you know someone, a parent, a friend, a neighbor, who's struggling with weakness, fatigue, or the fear of losing their independence, share this video with them, because no one should have to choose between good health and affordability. Not when nature already gave us such powerful solutions at such a low cost. This channel is here for one reason: to help you protect your body, your dignity, and your freedom without expensive gimmicks or empty promises. So if you want more videos like this, real evidence-based guidance for seniors on a budget, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. We're building a growing community of older adults who are stronger, smarter, and healthier together. And finally, I'd love to know, which one of these 7 foods are you going to start with this week? Leave a comment below. I read every single one. Until next time, take care of your body, be kind to yourself, and remember, you're never too old and it's never too late to feel strong again.